welcome back into Twin Cities Live. Again, a big thank you to Lindsey Brown from 5 Eyewitness News for filling in for Elizabeth today. So as we close out 2025, I know it's kind of sad. It's time to reflect back at the year that was and make predictions for what 2026 will bring.
And according to the Twin Cities Live, our Twin Cities Live real estate experts, if someone tells you exactly what the housing market will do next year, they're liars. They don't know.
That's a bold proclamation.
I know,
Liars. So Julie and Daniel Desrochers from the Desrochers Realty Group and eXp Realty join us with what they're seeing right now and what it could mean for next year. Wow, you guys are saying they're liars, huh?
I mean, if they
You're
can
coming
predict
out
that,
hard
yes.
and bold.
I feel like I'd be in Vegas, like, you know, if I could predict that, I wouldn't be here.
And I'm
right?
sure that's what people ask you guys all the time is what's going to happen.
I literally downloaded the Magic 8-Ball app, and when people asked me, the last appointment that I had, they asked me a crystal ball question. I pulled up my phone, put out the Magic 8-Ball app, shook it, and it was the answer we were all hoping for.
Yeah. So Julie, is it like unique to go into a new year kind of like wishy-washy? Like it's not really declared like, is this going to be a buyer's market or seller's market? Like you guys are saying it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, we're kind of in the middle right now. So all we can do is look at what has happened this year. And, you know, we were in a really big seller's market up until since COVID. It's been just kind of crazy. So it's kind of evened out a little bit. The lower price ranges are still kind of a seller's market, but we're seeing less multiple offers. We're seeing homes sit longer, so it's giving breathing room for the buyers to kind of take some time when they want to put an offer in. So it's actually been kind of nice. It's settled down for both sides. So
that is good news. Now, Daniel, though, affordability, something we've been talking about for a long time when it comes to homes, still an issue.
Especially for the first-time buyers. Like the interest rates are still a bit higher, so it's hard. You know, you got to come up with a down payment, then you have to think about all the things with the house, like, you know, blinds, carpet, appliances, all the utilities. So it is tough, but if you really compare it to rent, and that's what people have to do in that first-time market, you have to compare, you know, if you have to move, you know, like if you're having kids or you're, whatever the situation is, and you got to move out whatever you're in, you got to live somewhere. So you got to look at the affordability, but really add everything up. Don't just look at the principal interest, look at all the costs, compare it to rent. And deep down, I'm a realtor, of course I'm going to say this, rent is 100% interest. If you can find a way to buy, even if you have to sacrifice a few things, like even a renter. We have a close friend who actually just got a new home, and she specifically made sure the lower level had the ability to have a renter, and she found someone awesome. They're even doing her snow. So you might have to work with it a little bit.
Make it work. And also when it comes to this, you're going to get more space, I assume, in a house, even if it's not the home of your dreams as a first-time home buyer.
Absolutely. And, you know, statistically, I think people move, every 7 years? So, like, try to find something you can settle into, build that equity, take that pride and ownership, and grow into that home, but you don't want to grow out of it too quick. So you got to be careful, be patient.
Yeah. So Julie, then you guys are always paying attention to the interest rates, as everybody is, right? So what is the trend and what's the prediction for what's going to happen? It does seem like, and I don't pay attention to a lot of the business stuff going on with the economy, but it does seem like the rates are coming down. Do we expect the same thing in 2026?
A lot of economists are saying that they predict that they're going to go down. So if they do, you know, nobody knows for sure, but it does look like they may go down a little bit. I think the big thing for buyers to understand is they're not going to go back down to where they were.
Right.
So they're probably thinking somewhere in the 5s. I would be.
That's good though.
That's great.
Yeah.
Historically, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So what it's going to do, if that does happen, it will probably swing back more towards a buyer or a seller's market because we're going to have more buyers enter the market, and we have a lot of people that have been in homes that they bought 4, 5, 6 years ago at these really low interest rates, and they haven't been able to get out of them because the interest rates have been too high.
They've outgrown them, and
they want to move, but they love their payment.
Right.
So if interest rates do go down a little bit, it may help some of those buyers that want to move that if the interest rate comes down, they can afford their payment.
So do we know when the Fed is going to make an announcement? Is it like typically always the first quarter of the season or first quarter of the year? Like when do we expect that news to come out?
I think it's in the first quarter. Now the hard thing is you think that they're going to make the announcement and it will happen. They usually adjust rates before. I mean, they've already adjusted in beforehand what they're going to do based off of what they think the Fed's going to say. So sometimes the Fed will come out and interest rates will drop, but the mortgage rates don't drop. And people don't understand why didn't the mortgage rates drop?
Right, and there's so much conversation about this. And you also, there's been a lot of back and forth on what will happen with the interest rates. What if they decide they need to stay the same?
Well, quick on that one. If interest rates do go down, prices go up, chances are your payment doesn't change. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Be patient and find the right house. But If they, I'm going down, going up, I can't.
You're
what?
staying the
same.
Oh, staying the
Yeah.
same. All right. Sorry, my head's all over the place. Honestly, I think the market will just stay flat. I don't think we'll see any big movement. I think it'll be a lot like it's been for the last 2 years. And the best advice I have to buyers, I kind of already hinted on it, be patient. Don't rush into anything. But when the right house hits, don't be so concerned about the interest rate. Look at the payment, look at what you're getting into. But when the right house hits the market and you're in that house and you're like, oh my God, this is it, get on it. Have your pre-approval letter ready, be ready to jump. Don't go home and sleep on it for 3 days. If it's the right house and it feels that way, it's going to be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's okay probably to get maybe a little emotional about it, because I know that these are like business transactions, but based on how trends are going and just like people are hungry out there. So like if you like it and it works out, you're saying just jump at it.
100%, because like every house is so different, every neighborhood's so different, every yard is so different, how somebody cares for their home is different. If you're in it and it feels good and the payment can work, get on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't waste time.
Is there a range that's a little hotter than others? Like is the 0 to 300,000? Is that at a certain level? Is that all the way up to 700? Like are there levels kind of all the same, or are they all different?
And you kind of mentioned that. What's really hot right now?
Yes, I mean entry level is still really hot. So anything
Entry
under
level is still very
400,000 in most of the suburbs is.
But to the actual price point, it depends on the city. Like I ran a search for someone yesterday in some of the northwest suburbs, and their budget, there was literally 2 homes.
No.
And we did a big quadrant, 2 homes.
Yeah, you're talking like Plymouth, Maple Grove, that area.
Specifically 284 schools, the Wayzata School District. So we had to open it up to some of the surrounding school districts. Then there was like 13 homes, and that was under 4, so not a lot of inventory.
I just worry people are putting off life waiting for that perfect house. But okay, different subject.
I know.
100%.
100%. Always good to see you guys.
Likewise.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, so if you're thinking about buying or selling a home next year, Julie and Daniel and the team at Desrochers Realty Group and eXp Realty, they can help you. So connect with them at drealtyg.com. We're going to post their contact information on our website, twincitieslive.com.